Hello and welcome back to Ganesh Institute. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about trigonometry. We are covering from exercise 8.1 up to 8.3 in this slide, in this presentation, and rest of the exercises will be covered in later videos, okay? So let's begin with the concepts of trigonometries with some examples, right? Here, the question is given to you, but before going ahead with the question, let's start the concept. Let's discuss about what we mean by trigonometry. See, what we have in this term of shapes, we have sine, cos, and tan. These are three trigonometric ratios. We apply a Greek letter here, which is called as theta. Let me write it here, theta. Now, how you present these? Let's say you have a right angle triangle, okay? So in that right angle triangle, you have, obviously you are having a right angle. You know very well that the side opposite to that right angle is hypotenuse, the longest side, and rest of two are base and perpendicular. But can you say that this is perpendicular and this is base strictly? No, they are interchangeable. How? So whatever will be your theta, it will depend. Your perpendicular will depend on your angle. Let's say you have to find out the value of sine C. So your angle is C. So your perpendicular will be the side opposite to that angle, right? So what we have is AB. AB will be your perpendicular as far as sine C is concerned. Whereas if you have to find out sine B, sine A, for example, so now A is your angle, opposite to it, what is the side BC? This will become your perpendicular. Then this will automatically will become the base, right? So why I'm telling you all this? So far you have understood that these are three trigonometric ratios, right? When I say ratios, that means they should represent some numerator and denominator values, right? So these are, you can remember like this: SCT, CBP, and HHB. So sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, cos is base upon hypotenuse, tan is perpendicular upon base. So these are your ratios, right? You know about the perpendicular, base, and hypotenuse, correct? Now, apart from these three trigonometric ratios, we have other ratios also. So inverse, or we can say reciprocal of sine is cosec. So that means it will become hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Then you have opposite of cos, which is sec theta. So it will become hypotenuse upon base. Then you have opposite of tan, which is cot theta. This will be perpendicular upon, sorry, base upon perpendicular, right? Now let's begin this discussion. Let's see this question. In triangle ABC, right angled at B, so let's draw it. So ABC, right angled at B. What we have is AB 24 centimeter. These should be in small. Okay. Then BC is 7. You have to find out the values of sine A. This has been taken from exercise 8.1, class 10th NCERT. Okay. So sine A. We know the formula for sine angle, sine theta, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now you have to think opposite to A, what's the side? BC. So that will be your perpendicular. Hypotenuse always remains fixed, which is opposite to the 90-degree angle. That means AC, right? But you don't know AC, right? So how you will find it? Apply Pythagoras theorem, correct? So you know that according to the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, right? So what is hypotenuse? We don't know. What is perpendicular? 7 and then 24 is the base. So 24 square, 7 square, This is 476. 7 sevens are 49, right? So 9, 6, 15, 7, 4, 11, 12. This should be 9, 6. I guess this is 576, right? 4, 4 is 16, 4 to 8, 9, 4 to 8 is a 4, 6, 7, 576, right? So this will be 625. So AC will become square root of 625. That means 25 centimeter, right? So this is 25. Now you can remember the squares at least up to 19 or 20, you can say. And if you can remember them up till 30, that will be very beneficial because that is the limit of your syllabus. At least you should know squares of 30 up till 30. So now you found out AC. So BC is what? 7. AC is 25. So this is your ratio, right? And I'm hoping that you can do cos also. Cos is what? Base upon hypotenuse, right? So what is your base? What is your base? So if you are finding out cos A, please remember what is your angle because angle will determine your perpendicular. So base upon hypotenuse, what is base? Uh, Angle is still same. So this is perpendicular. So this is base 24 by 25. This will be your ratio. And these are dimensionless because if you see this is centimeter, this is centimeter, it will be cancelled out, right? Now you have sine C to find out. So what will be the sine C here? If you apply sine C, so now angle is C, so perpendicular will become AB, right? So you have to mark here AB. That means what is the value of AB? 24, right? So this will be your ratio. And now this is for yourself to do it. Okay. Let's move on to the next question, next concept. Here you can see some other thing which is sine with a particular angle, 60 degree, 30 degree. So as far as syllabus is concerned, you have some values. You have to know the trigonometric values. So I'm telling you the trick how you can remember them. Just write it this way: 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, then 60 degrees, 90 degrees. And just write down here sine cos 10. So it is like value of sine 0, then sine 30, sine 45. Similarly, it will go like this. So what you need to do in order to make this table, though I know sine 30 is 1 by 2, but how you can remember it at the first step, as the first step. So just write down 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, divided with 4, divide all the numbers with 4, take the square root. This is the trick. Otherwise, you can remember if you can learn them without having a trick. That's also fine. So 0 by 4, anything, if it is 0 in numerator, it will be 0, right? And square root of 4 is 2, so 1 by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 to the 4, so this is 1 by root 2. So 4 will come out as 2, and in numerator you have root 3. Here you have 1, correct? So the values of sine, so if I ask you value of sine 30, that is 1 by 2. The value of sine 0 is 0. Value of sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Sine 90 is 1. Now for cos, what you need to do, just reverse it. So 1 will come here, then root 3 by 2 here, 1 by root 2 here, and then 1 by 2 and then 0. Okay, cos 90 is 0. Then if you have to find out 10, so another formula for tan theta is, so in our last topic we considered tan theta as perpendicular upon base, right? Another value is sine theta upon cos. Okay, because we know sine is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Cos is what? Base upon hypotenuse. Hypotenuse will be cancelled with hypotenuse, then you will get perpendicular upon base. So this is also one formula. So what you need to do in order to find out the value of 10, Just divide sine by cos, that means 0 by 1, 0. 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. 2 will be cancelled with 2, so 1 by root 3. This will be cancelled wholly, so 1. 2 will be cancelled with 2 root 3. 1 by 0, we know it is infinity, indeterminate form, not defined. Correct? Now, if I ask you what about other three ratios like cosec, sec, and cot? So I told you that cosec is the reciprocal of sine. So in order to find out the value of cosec 0, it will be 1 by 0. Cosec 30, 2 by 1. Cosec 45, root 2. Cosec 60, 2 by root 3. Cosec 90, 1. Similarly, sec 0, 1. Sec 30, 2 by root 3. Sec 45, 1 by root 2. Sec 6, sorry, 1 by root 2, the reciprocal of 1 by root 2, that means root 2. Sec 60 is 2 and sec 90 is 1 by 0, that is not defined. And the values of cot will be the reciprocal of all these values. I'm hoping you are getting what I'm trying to say. So this is how you can remember, otherwise you can straight away learn these values and apply. And don't bother too much about learning these values, because as soon as you will learn, you will revise those questions which are given in the exercises, you will gradually learn these values. Those will become very easier to grab. Okay. Okay, so let's come to this question now. What is it asking for? To find, you have to find the value of this expansion. So here, the question is sine 60. You know, the value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 again. Then sine 30 is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So root 3 and root 3, 3. 2 to the 4. 1 was the 1, 2 to the 4. LCM is 4. 3 plus 1, 4. The value is 1. I'm hoping you got this concept right. Let's move on to the next concept then. Here, it is also based on those concepts, so it should not be in capitals. Okay, 10. 10 a plus b is given to us, which is root 3. But don't you think we can write it like root 3? It is 1060. So that means 10 will be cancelled with 10. A plus b on comparing is 60 degrees. This is your first equation. When you have 10a minus b, which is 1 by root 3 as per the question, so you know that the value of 1030 is 1 by root 3. So again, if you compare a minus b is 30, now you can solve these two equations using either elimination or substitution, any method, and you can find out the values of a and b. Correct? Okay, if you can see here, this condition is written. You may have a question that why it is written here. So you can think of, you have one angle as 90. So the sum of other two angles should be 90, right? It cannot be greater than 90. Why? Because the sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180. Correct. So in that sense, that's why the capped limit is given here. And A is greater than B, it's just for the sake of that these two angles are not equal. You cannot say 45, 45. One angle is greater. A is greater than B. Okay. So don't think about these conditions too much. Just find out the values of A and B. So if I write here the second equation, right? So you can apply, if I add them up, B will be cancelled with B, 2A is 90 and A will become 45 degrees, correct? 90 by 2, 45. So if I substitute the value of A here, A minus B, 30, and then B will become 45 minus 30, that means 1, correct? 15 degrees. So here we go, we found out the values of A and B. I hope you got this right. Let's move on to the next concept then. Again, the values are given to you. But wait, the values are very unfamiliar. We have studied in our previous slides that values of 0 degree, 30 degrees, 45, 60, 90, we know these values we have studied. What about these values? So here we go, the introduction of another concept, which is the 90 rule. So that means complementary angles. Remember, there are some formulas. Just bear with me. So you have sine 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta, and tan 90 minus theta. I told you that sine, reciprocal of sine is what? Cosec, right? Sine 90 minus theta makes it cos theta. This is also one formula. Cos 90 minus theta, just remove co, what is left? Sine, and add co here, so cot, right? So these are few formulas which you can apply here. So if you see 10, if I write it, what I can write here? 90 minus 48, that means 42. I can write it this way. So 48 is 90 minus 42, right? Then 23 can be written as 90 minus 67. You can subtract it. 90 minus 67 gives 23, right? And then don't touch other two components. Why? Because you can see here 42, here 67, and you have their counterparts as 42 and 67. You have to prove that the value is 1. Okay. So how you will find this out? Tan 90 minus theta is what? Cot theta. What is theta here? 42. So it will be cot 42. Tan 90 minus theta, again cot, right? Now these will be written same. Now we know that cot is nothing but the reciprocal of 10. So we can write it as 1 by 10 42. We can write it as 1 by 10 67. This is 10 42 and 10 67. So you will see 10 42 cancel with this and 10 67 with this, and hence you received your answer. I mean, you got this answer right, hence proved, which is the right hand side. Correct? I'm hoping you understood this topic thoroughly. So this is how we can solve the questions of trigonometry. Let's discuss how we can take a level up, how we can consider trigonometry and its applications further. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe Ganesh Institute. And please stay tuned. I know there was a huge gap in between videos, but now I'll make sure. I'm just saying, finger crossed on this. I'm hoping that I'll be able to make the videos regularly. Take care of yourself till my next video. Bye bye.